Hey everybody, welcome back. And this is my Hobby Nut haul plus extras. So monthly I order from Hobby Nut Models and get I almost said resupplied on paint, but more paint. I guess resupplied is when you use a lot. I haven't been using a lot here lately, but anyway, I got some more MCW paint and some more Tamiya paint, some other cool stuff, and also got some stuff from Z-Force Model Works, and I'll show you that too. So, but first, something that I have laid down and I forgot about. I got a shop card from the Scale Model Outlaw. I really appreciate it. Thank you for sending this card. He has got one of the coolest cards too. On the back, he's got like that wanted dead or alive. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Go check him out on YouTube, Scale Model Outlaw. But yeah, thank you so much for sending this. I believe he's down in Florida, and he's got a cool channel. I went over and checked it out. You guys go check him out. Scale Model Outlaw. Thank you for sending that card. I really appreciate that. And now let's see what I got. So no model kits this month, but I got I did replenish something like Tamiya flat black. That's some good stuff. Here's gloss black. So I got 2 gloss blacks and I got 2 flat blacks. These things dry so fast. Honestly, I think my favorite flat black is the MCW flat black. But see, enamel, it takes a little longer to dry. But if you need some like flat black or even gloss black that will just dry in like literally minutes, get you some of this. Like, this is so nice to work with, because if you need to paint a quick part like your chassis or something, you need to go ahead and work with it, spray it with that stuff, man, it's dry in no time. And then this is what I use under my chrome paints. Now, like your chrome paints like AK, they have a gloss black, and I know the other what's the other stuff? Darn, left my mind. The other little glass bottles. Alclad. They have a gloss black. It's great stuff. But the Tamiya, a little more inexpensive, and it leaves. I feel like it has just as good a gloss. So you spray your chrome paints over top of Tamiya gloss black. That's what I do, at least, and get a pretty good result. I also got 2 bottles of flat red. I didn't have any flat red. And so I got 2 bottles of flat red and a bottle of clear yellow. That's another one I did not have. I've got the clear orange, clear red, and clear blue, but did not have the clear yellow. So I got a bottle of that. And for doing your heat staining on your headers and things like that, having the blue, red, orange, and all these colors is really, really good. So you can make those things look like they've really been heated up. And I also got another champagne gold. So champagne gold is the color that I painted the chassis on my bootlegger monster mega truck. I'll just call it a mega truck because it doesn't have like monster truck tires. But anyway, that is the color I painted the chassis. So if you haven't seen that, go back and watch that video. But that's that color right there, Tamiya champagne gold. Now this is a gloss. If it doesn't specifically say like flat, I think it's pretty much a gloss. I know this is a gloss. And then MCW paints. I got another bottle of Ermine White. Ermine White. That is just basically white, in my personal opinion. It's just like, it's not like a, I know whites are all different color whites, but this one to me is just like white. I don't think they may have just white, but if you can't find just white, this one's pretty close to it. Calypso cream, man, this is really pretty. We used this on something. I can't remember which truck we painted or car I painted or something, but I used Calypso cream on something. I can't remember, but that's a really, really nice color. I like the cream colors. I think they're really nice, especially on an older car. What I've noticed is most of your older cars, 40s, 50s, 40s, and they didn't have a lot of metallics. that I noticed. So they use just solid colors. And if you go on Hobby Nut Models, he's got the colors broken down by year models, like from, let's just say, from 1920 to 1940, those colors, you know. So you can I think this probably is 56. I can't remember it. The first numbers and the second numbers are, I always get that confused. Sorry, Michael Guest. Sorry, Mark Kuzia. I can never remember that. But anyway, it's all broken down over there on the website. Antique silver. This is cool. It looks like it's got brown in it, because see, when they mix these paints over at MCW, it's not just one color. They're mixing paints. So that is why the paint's colors sometimes separate. That's why you got to shake it. And they have these little ball bearings in them anyway, so when you shake it up, it shakes up really good. But anyway, this is antique silver, gloss enamel. Then I got a flat black. I already showed you that one. Super blue, 7250. Super blue. Also on the website on hobbynutmodels.com, he'll also have a sample of a car with these colors on it, so you know what you're getting. There's always a picture of a car painted with that color, so that really helps to choose what color you want, because you can actually see what it looked like on the car. Black eye. Now this is cool. It's got a lot of deep purple metallic in it, and it's kind of a, I guess, a really deep purple color. But man, those are nice right there, especially if you're going to have a car that's displayed with some light shining on it. Golly, those metallics will just stand out so well. I was listening to the Model Car Scale Model Car podcast over on Spotify with Lucas C, Chuck, BG, and Jason. And Lucas C was talking about how he really likes the MCW finishes, because the metallic in these paints is not out of scale. Sometimes you'll get a paint that the metallic may be too big for the actual scale of the car. And he said that Michael Guest uses a micro metallic or something like that. Micro flake, I think is what he called it. So I have noticed that too, that the metallics in MCW paints is very, very tiny, so it looks really like real, you know what I mean? And that's kind of our goal as model builders, is to make these things look real. I think so. Flame red, got one of those, which looks, you know, orange, but anyway, it's called flame red. And I think, isn't this what I painted that? Let me see. I think that's what I painted the that Galaxy. No, that was poppy red. Anyway, flame red and poppy red look pretty close to me, but I guess they're different. So, got a flame red. Omaha orange. This one's cool because on the website, orange is my favorite color, by the way. Although I paint a lot of red cars, I don't know. Orange is just my favorite color. But the Omaha orange, when you go on there, the picture of the vehicle that's painted with the Omaha orange is like this old Power Wagon or something. I don't know. It's just cool looking. And yeah, that's why you should buy that color, because the pictures. No, I actually like the color too. Tropical rose. Now this is pretty. This is going to be one of your early. And I do think that first number there is like 1955 is when the paint color came out. I think that's what we're looking at here. I think that's what it is. So I think this may have been, the picture may have been like a Thunderbird or something that was painted this color. I don't remember if it's a Ford or Chevy color or a Chrysler. But anyway, and if I could remember those darn numbers, I would know that. But anyway, tropical rose, very pretty. Will look very elegant on like a old 50s model car, regardless if it's a Chevy or Ford or anything like that. And I got an Adobe beige. I thought I already, no, that's Calypso cream. Adobe beige. Now this, I do know what I painted Adobe beige. I believe my 1970 GTX that we did the last year's USAC build, 2022. I think that's what this was. I think I painted Adobe beige. Could be wrong, but anyway, that looks like that color may have came out in 56. And here's one of my favorite colors from MCW. Yes, I know I said I love orange, but I've painted several cars with this Rangoon red, and it's a really nice color. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. In the comments, could you tell me what movie that came off? Matthew, this isn't a movie channel. This is talking about model stuff. I know. But when I say stuff, it will remind me sometimes. Coral Gloss Enamel. 5510, so apparently 1955. I'll probably get corrected on this stuff. I'm probably saying it all wrong again. But anyway, coral would be like on your 57 Chevy or something like that. I believe the coral color. Now these, without them being shaken up, it's not a great representation of what the paint actually looks like, because you'll notice it's light at the bottom, darker at the top. So don't say, well, that looks like brown. That doesn't look like coral. No, you shake it up and it totally changes color. And my very... Okay, I just said it was my favorite color, but I changed my mind just right now. Actually, I said the other day, if you watch my 39 Chevy update video, I said again what my favorite color so far of MCW paint is, and it's this one. And I just said Poppy Red was one of my favorites, okay? But I think this, by far, is probably my favorite color. Velvet Red, that's what the 39 Chevy is painted with. Oh, my goodness. It is just absolutely beautiful. And I got another bottle of that. So that's all the paint I got, and then I got some well, I guess you would say supplies. So I got 3 of these Tamiya sanding pads or sanding sponges. Got 1500. I got 2000, and I got a 3000. So those will come in very useful. And I think you can cut these. You know, you can cut the sponge to whatever size. Yeah. See, these people are using they wouldn't be trying to sand the car with this, you know, this big old sponge. They'd actually cut it down. So yeah, very cool to have those. I've also got a couple more that I've ordered in the past. They're more coarse than these though. So I got those. And then I got a pack of paintbrushes. Paintbrushes are, I'll usually like go to Hobby Lobby or someplace and get paintbrushes, but what you do get what you pay for. And I saw these Ming set of paintbrushes here, and the fine pointed ones, I've noticed that when you buy a quality paintbrush, it lasts so much longer if you take care of it, clean it properly. So I got a set of these Ming paintbrushes here. That's like an MTS-010. And then I got another, well, it's a different size, but let me tell you, I already used my other one. This is a 0.2 millimeter scriber or engraver. I bought the 0.1 millimeter already, and I used it. It's tiny, but man, let me tell you what, it does a phenomenal job in the panel lines and everything like that. So this is a 0.2 millimeters, so it's a little bit bigger. And yeah, Mark did say be very careful if you use these, because that is like a hardened tip, but literally it's only 0.2 millimeters wide, and it can break very easy if you try to like twist it or something while it's down in the groove. So I have not had any problems with mine, and it scribes just beautiful. I have a scriber, but it doesn't work anything like this does. So this is Border Craft Tools. Anyway, yeah, that thing works excellent. It's got this little hook on the end. Right there. See the little hook? Yeah, it does a phenomenal job. And then Mark threw something extra in that I have never used before. And it's this UV light curing glue. So I've seen this stuff, but I've never really thought, what the heck do you use that for? I understand now. It's got this little UV light that you shine on. So you know, when you print resin, it takes UV light to harden the resin. And so I guess with this glue, get this out of here and see, it doesn't harden until you put UV light to it. And obviously you see it's in this black container, so no light can get through there, because if you take that out in the sun and if light could get to the glue, it's just going to be a hardened thing of glue. So you got these little applicators so you can use it. And I guess, you know, okay, so here we go. Super glue. You get super glue, especially resin engines. Now I've been messing with some resin engines and stuff. You know, I've been printing them on mcvproducts.net. You would better get it where you want it. That's all I got to say. Super glue and resin parts are like, that joker bonds so fast. If you do it on like styrene, sometimes you got a little play, you know, I mean, a few moments to play with it and get it where you want it. But with resin, you better get it right. And when you, I'm talking about, it's there. So I'm thinking this stuff would probably work really good with like that, because you can apply the glue. I'm assuming, I've never used this, but it made sense now. Apply the glue where you want it. If you're not out in the sun, or your model room doesn't have any windows with sun glaring in, you can probably move that part around until you get it just where you want it, and then you go, well, turn the light the right way, and then harden the glue. And I'm thinking, wow, that's genius, because yeah, super glue sometimes ain't real friendly. And hey, if you get it on your fingers, unless you hit the UV light on it, maybe it won't stick your fingers together. But then that will ruin Lucas C's cut the styrene, glue your fingers together thing, because it'd be like, well, unless I've got UV light, I can't glue my finger. Well, you know what I mean. Anyway, all right. So that was my Hobby Nut model, hobbynutmodels.com haul for this month. And now I got something from Z-Force Model Works. So let me backstory real quick. Z-Force Model Works, Ryan Jones owns Z-Force Model Works. He designs 3D printed wheels and tires, and he and I are working together a little bit now. I've been getting some files from him to print on the website, and he sent me some samples here. So what Ryan does, if I'm not mistaken, when he comes out with a new design, he will print his, sell his on zforcemodelworks.com, and he will he doesn't post those on Cults 3D for people to purchase until he's done his limited run and sold his. So some of these, I think, there's 3 pair here, and these are how you would get them if you went to Z-Force Model Works. This is really nice. He's giving me some ideas, like, Matthew, you need to put a nicer package or something. I'm working on it, okay? I'm working on it. So you get a sticker in there too. That's pretty cool. Let me just open this up and we'll take a look at it. Hard to see through the bag. So what are these? So he already, looks like he paints the tires black. And maybe he's printing them in black resin. I'm not 100% sure. Check that out. That's pretty darn cool. That's like a Keystone Classic. Am I right about that? Keystone Classics. And the old bias ply tire, Z-Force Model Works. Alright, so what these are. Let me read the back of the card here. Oh, it ain't on the card, it's on the bag. Okay. These are Bundic Famosa. They're 20 by 9 and 22 by 12. Bundic Famosa. So he's already got them mounted on the tires. Those are nice. So the rear is a 22 by 12 and the front is 20 by 9. I'm not familiar with all the brands and the wheels and everything, but that's really cool. And he's got the tires already black. Like I say, I don't know if he prints them in black or he paint them. No clue. What do you do there, Ryan? I'm sure he'll reach out and let me know so I can stand corrected. So those are the Bundic Famosa. And oh, there's also other sizes. Let me go ahead and read this. Well, heck, let me just, oh, that ain't working. Let's do this. Matthew, you're always so organized. Bundic Famosa, 20 by 9 and 22 12. Other sizes, you got 20 by 9, 20. Okay, 20 by 12 and then 22 by 9, 22 by 12. Okay. So that is that. You can get those over at Z-Force Model Works. And then here is, this looks like the Pro Hornet version 1. These are really nice. I like these. I like the other ones too, though. Don't get me wrong. Okay, so I won't open everything up. Pro Hornet version 1, 20 by 9, 22 by 9, and 24 by 14. Limited run. Still have them available on his website, and then he'll upload the Cults when he sells out. So I kind of like how he does that. That's pretty cool because he makes them exclusive to himself, which he ought to because he's the designer. And then when he's all done with that, he says, okay guys, have at it. But that's the Pro Hornet version 1. I like that, man. That is really nice. Look at that detail down in there. Man, that is cool as can be. And again, that's 22.9 and 24 by 14. So you got 24s on the back, 22s on the front, and sporting it for sure. You can see how these are quite modular. You have the inside, inside. You've got the first part of the wheel right there, and then that goes into the tire, and then you have what I like about Z-Force wheels. Let me tell you something. This is cool because not all wheel designers do this. A lot of them are just blurry. That's what they are. They'll just be a straight. Okay, for instance, you see this wheel. By the way, you'll always know it's a Z-Force Model Works because he always puts a label of his brand on there, so you can't rip him off. So you see that's just flat, right? A lot of wheels will be that way. They'll just slip into the, and I sell some like that, but they're not from Z-Force. They just slip into there. And you know, you have to get them just right. But with what I've noticed with Ryan's designs is he puts a lip. See that lip right there? You might not can, but there's always, well, for the most part that I've seen, there's a lip that he puts on the edge. So then when you press that down into the wheel, you press it down in there, it stops where it's supposed to, right there in the tire. They fit so nice too. So that I like that about the Z-Force wheels. He makes that, he adds that lip, so you always know where that outer ring or outer portion of the rim is going to end up. Again, that's the Pro Hornet version 1. Now I will have these eventually on my website too, once he allows, you know, once he ends his run of them, and he'll offer them on his site or on Cults, and I will then upload those. All right, so here's Wed's GS 20 by 9s. These are a limited run, almost sold out. Files available on Cults. Other sizes 16 by 8 and 22 by 9. These remind me, these have separate center caps, and I think it says Weds on them. I can't darn sure can't read it. Get that close. I have to get Joseph in here sometimes. I'm saying, could you read that? Yeah, he'll have it right up to his, close to his face. I'm like, there's no way. But anyway, I think it says Weds. Yeah, it does. And then you have the others that are smooth. So you've got, and you've got an extra. I've done that also on some of my stuff, like some of my engines and things. If it's got small parts and I know something's going to either get broken or lost, I'll throw an extra. I mean, it doesn't cost that much more to add an extra. So he's giving you an extra center cap on each one. So that's really nice of him. So these remind me of the Taurus SHO, the fast Taurus car from back in the 90s. That's what it kind of reminds me of. But these are Weds. No clue. Never heard of them. But that is a really nice design. I do like that. Very nice design. It's like a fan. I mean, it almost looks like if you spun that thing, it would actually be like a fan. But anyway, cool. Too bad I don't have one of these center caps taken off. And I'd show you just what it looked like with the center cap, but I'm not going to do that right now. So, anyway, thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate all the support. And, yeah, couldn't do it without Mark over at Hobby Nut Models. He has been amazing. His involvement with my channel, he has always went over and above, or above and beyond. Over and above, is that even a statement? I don't know. I just made it though. But yeah, Mark has always done more than expected, and I really appreciate it, Mark. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for introducing me to MCW finishes, and well, I'm getting some stuff on my phone. I forgot to silence it. Well, that's par for the course, Matthew. You always forget to silence your phone. Yeah, okay, it's silenced now. But anyway, Mark has been good to me, introduced me to MCW finishes. It's changed my life. It's changed my world as far as modeling and painting, and I've just had so much fun since finding MCW finishes. Go over to hobbynutmodels.com and grab you some of that stuff, or the Tamiya too. It's hiding. It's just hiding right there. But yeah, or some of these tools and just good stuff. Mark, thank you so much. Thanks for the throwing in the UV paint or UV glue, and yeah, guys, it's great. I really appreciate it. So you guys take care. Thank you to Ryan Jones for those wheels. Be sure to go check out my website, mcvproducts.net, where I do have some of the Z-Force Model Works wheels. I don't think I've got Z-Force on. I need to put that in the description so you'll know you're getting the Z-Force wheels. So I need to go back and do that. I don't think I've done it yet. But anyway, mcvproducts.net. And thanks to my Patreon members, guys. Thanks for all that you do in supporting me. Everybody watching these videos, I really appreciate you. And we'll see you very soon. You take care. Bye.